What's up, y'all? Welcome back. I'm stopping to do a brief video to talk about a few I guess you can say random things that came to mind of some things that I've saw. One from of which what happened with the blizzard. First and foremost, my condolences goes out to those who lost loved ones that were impacted by what happened. One of the things I saw, and I said it makes me think about just even as far as the preparation and using wisdom in these times, as far as having things that we need even in our vehicles, in case of an emergency, whether it be blankets, food, just different things for safety, something were to happen, first aid stuff, different things, non-perishable foods. Because until a situation arises or occurs, we don't really think about stuff like that. Even myself, because you don't expect to be in certain situations. So I even understand, when more people are talking about having what you need even in your vehicle, because anything can happen. Also, I noticed that, and I guess you could say it kind of rubbed me, that I would notice when I would see one of the things I saw that somebody I think shared or whatever on YouTube was a black family that took in a white man that was out in the cold or whatever, which was a blessing, and very nice of them, because especially in these days you don't know who to trust, and even though the circumstance, it was cold outside, still your own safety. So that was a heartfelt thing that they did anyways. But what crossed my mind was, I've seen cases where, even give an example when Katrina hit, how I heard people talking about how there were different white people that passed by black people that didn't want to help them, right? That bothered me. I'm like, that's sad, because in my mind, anybody that needs help, you just help them. And like I said, it's unfortunate the times we in, because you do got to be careful, whether it's even giving somebody money that's on the street, whatever it is, you do got to use wisdom. But in some cases, especially devastations like that, you thinking we need to help each other. It made me think about that. On top of, it's been different times where I've seen different black people, even myself in times, to give mercy. You right? Not treat people as they treated us. Some of us do that, where they need a helping hand, or you don't mind helping or whatever. And then I end up seeing even recently where it was two white guys, just because an unprovoked situation killed a black woman. And I'm just like, those are just a few random things that I think about. But I'm just like, it's sad how it's expected of us, right? Which is the right thing to do, treat people like you want to be treated, not giving them what their sins deserve. But I just wanted to honestly shine light on it, to where we have situations and cases where it doesn't always go the same. Even a while back, I remember some years ago where it was a young guy, I think he might have broke down or something on the road, and he went to a house for help. And instead of them helping him, they killed him. So I just wanted to shine light on this, to give the examples of how, we're looked at as far as, the enemy all the time. But sometimes the very ones that you look at as far as not to help, or you talk about, yeah, we got some raggedy ones in our culture, which everybody does. But you never know when it's you that may need help, or your loved one that may need help. That's when it should go beyond your color or your race and get to your heart as far as helping someone. But then we know, especially now, survival of the fittest, some folk like, I'm not going to help you. I'm not going to worry about you. But my point of me saying that is, you never know when it may be you, or it may be your loved one, or it may be your child. Whether you're a first responder, a police officer, an ordinary person, whoever you are, you never know when it can be you that needs help. So you reap what you sow. On top of how God will place in people's heart a loving heart to give mercy and kindness, even when many least expect it. Because I've even heard some individuals say that they can't believe how some black people still show compassion and love from all the different things that we've had happen to us and we've experienced. And the sad part about it is, it's unfortunate when you not only have to watch your own people because the level of dysfunction and shadiness that we got going on that has accelerated in these times, but then you also got to be mindful of other folk. That's sad. It really, I just was thinking, like, it is really sad that you really got to be, pay attention and use wisdom. It would be nice where folk just treat people like they want to be treated and do folk right, but it's very unfortunate. But I know those individuals that did help, I know God has a special blessing for them. And I'm sure they probably feel like they already blessed because they weren't in the storm and they weren't affected like some people were. I mentioned this before, depending on your position would depict what you experience. That's a part of preparing too. Having what you need, using wisdom in these times, in this season. Honestly, from here on out, being mindful of how you move, how you treat people, because you never know when it may be you that may need help. So those are just some random thoughts, like I said, that I was just thinking about that I've noticed. Sometimes we need to shine light on things because people just feel like they entitled to what they get, and it's not always that. And it's not saying that people need accolades and praise for helping anybody, but just knowing that sometimes it's not always reciprocated. So y'all be blessed. Y'all have a wonderful day. I love y'all, and this is Angelica with In God's Timing.